Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Wonderful to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you're having a good start to your day, a good start to the week. And here we go. One day at a time, one show at a time. We're here a couple of hours a day. The show originates out of Tampa, Florida, just to remind new listeners, and goes on the air live at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, 9 to 11. The show does air at different times in different markets. The show is syndicated across the U.S., so you have to check your local listings, but you can always dial into the show live by going to letstalknutrition.com, wherever you may be. If you're not near a radio, then you have other media that you can use to connect to the show. But most of we have learned that people like to listen to the show on the radio because the quality is so good. But they will resort to other media when they're not near a radio. That's just what they do. And we're dialed in. We have it all covered. Smartphone, tablet, computer. And also visit the Let's Talk Nutrition Facebook page and like the page. And we were playing the LTN logo game. I think that's about done now. So, yeah, we'll come up with some other things. A lot of people played, and a lot of people got a lot of supplements free. We'll have other things in store. We're very mindful and appreciative of the listening audience. No audience, no show. This isn't particle physics. This is not hard to figure out. But and we're always trying to reward and give back and show our appreciation in some form or another. You can always get in touch with the show a couple of ways. You can send me an email, of course, Dr. Garko at letstalknutrition.com. My last name is spelled Garko. And you can always call the show while I'm on the air anytime you want. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. That's toll free. Josh is here doing the streaming of the show if you'd like to watch it. I notice we have some a new frame here, a new appearance.
Yep, new border for you.
Looks nice.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
I like it.
I like it.
They sent it to us last week.
Very nice. Very good. And Stephen is here. Stephen, how you doing?
Not bad. Yourself?
Not bad. Did you have a nice weekend?
Yeah.
Go to the movies or anything?
No, I'm not a moviegoer.
I know you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not like them, or you just don't have the time?
I don't like the experience.
Being in a dark room with a bunch of strangers?
In a sense, I'm not the most sociable of creatures.
You think?
I enjoy movies, and I'll just wait till they come out on Netflix or DVD or Amazon or something like that, and that's when I'll catch them. There's a few movies that I'll want to go experience it because of if it's like an action, like you really want that loud, thunderous feeling and the big screen. Yeah. But for the most part, I stay away.
Yeah. Well, you're quiet. You know. You like. I get it.
Yeah. He's so quiet. When you say hi to him in the hall, he looks
quiet.
at you alarmed.
He's quiet. He's quiet.
Are you really saying hi to me right now?
People don't believe it when I say I don't talk to Stephen other than when I'm on the air. I'll go in and say hello, how you doing, how's your family, but I don't sit for hours and talk to him. I don't, and I talk to him when I'm on the air. And I do that intentionally, Josh, because I want his unvarnished, honest, authentic reaction to what I'm talking about, and he always gives me that, and that's important because I think what I have learned over the years with him is that he sort of reflects what's out there in the world. I mean, oftentimes, and he's very good at answering questions I give him about surveys and this and that. I would say he probably has like an A or an A- grade on that. He rarely misses. He usually is dialed right in. So he's a good source for me, and I like that, And people say, well, I've had people say, you're prompting him. He knows what you're going to. I'm telling you. No. I do not do that. First of all, I don't have time. You see, when I come in, I'm out there working, and then I'm right in here in the studio. I don't have time to talk to him. He's working the board.
Yeah, I call that sliding into home.
When I do that, you always worry. Is he going to make it?
Slides in at the last second.
Yeah, so I appreciate his and your comments, and of course the listener and viewer of the show. This show is about education. It's about learning. It's about trying to do better. It's about trying to deal with some very difficult issues. Health can be very complicated and difficult, especially when you start to lose it, and either temporarily or you got some chronic condition going on. And people, human nature is we take things for granted. That's what all of us do. I do it. We all do it. Unfortunately, our health is one of those things we tend to take for granted until and when it's threatened, right? And then we're at DEFCON 5, right? Everybody's on alert.
Racing to the red light to get it done.
I know. And I understand that. And I'm not hypercritical or judgmental about that because we're all human and we're doing the best we can. And the show's trying to provide that kind of support for the listener and the viewer. This show is to provide support and encouragement and hope and a way for people to get things done, to find a way. I learned that from my mom. She always found a way. And no matter what, there's always a way. Now, it ebbs and flows. Some days we have better days than others, but we're here every day, a couple of hours, trying to do our best to keep people encouraged.
Yeah, I believe we do a good job of that here.
Well, we'll see. I always let the audience decide that. We have a guest coming along a little later, right? Tamer El Safi will be along. And my conversation with him, this concept or this health issue is going to come up. And it's the issue of inflammation. Turns out that this morning there was a study trending dealing with inflammation and managing inflammation to reduce chronic disease risk. I have said, and I've been on record for 10 years on this show, and I've said it from the very beginning, if you can manage the inflammation as you age, you will do far better in maintaining, sustaining, and creating quality of life. In my opinion, this business about inflammation, managing inflammation, is part of the center of the effort to age successfully. Controlling your blood glucose and insulin levels is also important and related to inflammation. And before I get to the story, I want to share with you, I happened to be surfing the cable TV shows over the weekend. I do that because I try to find things, and I came across public television rather, and I saw Dr. Joseph Mercola on giving, seminar, or whatever you want to call it, in 2 or 3 parts. I highly recommend it. Dr. Mercola has been around a long time. I don't know Dr. Mercola. I've never corresponded with Dr. Mercola. He probably doesn't even know I exist. Nevertheless, I found his attempt to help people with the theme that he was featuring in this talk that he's giving on public television to be very useful and helpful. He talks about everything from fermented foods to inflammation to managing your insulin and glucose levels to your gut biome he covers a lot of bases. And it seems, he makes eminently good sense. And of course, there's, they have a package together of different books to teach you how to do different things. And he does a real good job. I highly recommend it. I encourage you to watch it. I think you'll learn something from it. You'll see that many of the things that he talks about, I also talk about on my show. And I have regard for him. He's come a long way and and it's taken a long time, but he's very good, very credible. Be right back.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' Pledge of Integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. 877-897-8255 is a toll-free number. Please feel free to call the show. Send me an email, Dr. Garko at letstalknutrition.com. Looking here, I received an email. Somebody asked me what the name of that series on public television is, where featuring Dr. McCullough. It's called Effortless Healing. And, as I said, Dr. McCullough, I don't know him. I never talked with him, never had any exchange whatsoever. So he doesn't need me to promote him. I'm telling you about him and this particular show because I found it to be very instructive, educational, helpful, and compatible, quite frankly, with my point of view. Imagine that. So that's why I'm telling you about it, too. He talks about many of the things I talk about on the show, and he goes into some depth on certain themes. And by bottom, I'm an educator, I'm a teacher, and I consider him to be one as well. I have a PhD, I'm not an MD, so it gives you a different point of view. Nevertheless, he gets to the whole idea of inflammation in his talk, and there's a story trending this morning about inflammation and its connection to chronic disease. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind about that connection. And they were commenting in this study, which was published in a prestigious journal called the British Journal of Nutrition. And they were saying that an unresolved inflammatory response is likely to be involved from the early stages of disease development. That's, an understatement. And I don't know if you could control inflammation, as I don't like the word control. I like the word manage. But they use the word control, controlling inflammation. I don't think we control anything, but that's a story for another day. I think we manage things and influence things, people, and processes. But managing inflammation is crucial to our state of health. And they said it's a quote, a key preventative and therapeutic target, close quote. Inflammation is a paradox. Inflammation is connected to the immune system. Inflammation is part of the immune system's arsenal to help the body heal from injury or infection. We evolved with this particular system. But when the inflammation switch, so to speak, is left on and doesn't turn off, then it becomes one of the body's worst enemies. It can be a friend and it can be a foe. And as you age, as you move deeper through the life cycle and get into the deeper parts of the aging process, there is more likely than not that your immune system will go haywire and then the inflammation runs rampant. And then it manifests itself with these diseases. One, for example, osteoarthritis, for example, which we'll end up talking about, I'm sure, with Tamer El Safi. So the whole idea here is to try to prevent, manage low-grade inflammation. Sometimes it doesn't run like a burning forest fire, but runs quietly but persistently like embers always burning. And over time, that can be damaging to the body, to the cells, tissues, and organs of the body. Inflammation promotes disease, and disease promotes inflammation. It's an interdependent, interconnected, inextricable relationship. So these group of experts from what's called ILSI Europe, Obesity and Diabetes Task Force. We're trying to come up with new approaches to capture the inflammatory status in humans and to help quantify, they said, how much diet can positively modulate inflammation. And here's a quote from one of the researchers in the study, Professor Anne-Marie Minahan. Quote, inflammation acts both as a friend and foe. I just saw this quote. I just got done saying that. It's a friend of, I swear to you, I didn't even read that. I just read that cold just now. Being essential to metabolic regulation, with unresolved low-grade chronic inflammation being a pathological feature of a wide range of chronic conditions, including the metabolic syndrome and cardiovascular diseases, close quote. It's such an irony that inflammation is designed to help the body fight infection, fight injury, but at the same time can promote disease. It's one of the most perplexing features of human physiology, anatomy, health generally. And the nutrition status of people with, for example, a deficiency or excess of certain micronutrients they mention in the article, like folate, such as folate, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, vitamin E, and zinc, can lead, they said, to, and I'm quoting, an ineffective or excessive inflammatory response, close quote. And their studies have shown, and I've talked about them numerous times on this show, where high consumption of unhealthy fat and sugar can induce inflammation. And when you're carrying a lot of body fat, especially around your midsection, that visceral fat that surrounds the viscera, the organs in your cavity, that it becomes an inflammation factory, pumping out these inflammatory compounds that just devastate your body slowly, quietly, and sometimes abruptly and robustly.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Tablet
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Renew Life, the digestive care company. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. I was just talking about this new study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, nice journal, talking about the connection of inflammation to chronic disease and how it's so important to manage inflammation to reduce chronic disease risk. And that was the headline essentially on the article, and my producer will throw that up here in a second and you can take a look at it. And they were mentioning in the article that chronic inflammation can get very, indeed, connected to diet and lifestyle. And they were talking in particular about the Western-style diet and how it is high and rich in unhealthy fats and sugars, and consequently associated with the consumption of a lot of processed foods, which lack the necessary vitamins and minerals and micronutrients then that you need. And it's then correlated, this is unequivocal now, we know this pretty much now, this Western way of eating is associated with an increased prevalence of diseases with strong immunological and autoimmune features, like such diseases as allergy, food allergies, obesity, atopic dermatitis, arthritis of different types, rheumatoid, osteo, and so on. Now, this is not to say that genetics is not playing a role in what's happening to us, or that other environmental factors besides diet and lifestyle are not implicated, because they are, and we discussed that on the show. And by the way, again, for emphasis and for clarification, the abdominal fat, that it's called visceral fat around your abdomen, that in some becomes very large and hard. When you touch it, it's hard. That's not subcutaneous fat. That's fat that builds up around the internal organs of the trunk of the body. Your heart, your lungs, abdomen itself. Generally, the abdominal area contains the liver, the pancreas, the intestines, and fat literally builds up around those organs. And it's hard as a rock. That is a virtual 24/7, 365 inflammation factory, pumping out inflammatory compounds all day long. Cortisol, you name it. And it will just destroy a person's health. Just saying. Manage that inflammation by your diet and your lifestyle, proper sleep and rest, of course. Just trying to stay away from sugar. Dr. Mercola in this TV show that he's doing now on education TV, public television, talks about sugar a lot, as I do on this show, and how it is these added sugars to food are destroying the health of children as well as adults. We were not designed to deal with that much glucose in the bloodstream by eating these processed foods loaded with salt, sugar, and fat, unhealthy fat. And the body rebels. But the sugar raises blood glucose levels, which raises insulin levels, which is connected to inflammation. And you cannot sustain that way of eating and living throughout the lifespan and not expect some consequences. And the older you get, the more difficult it is for the body to cope with that sort of metabolic, physiological stress. It will take its toll. 877-897-8255. out of the University of Chicago Press Journals is a story that's trending. Really was trending toward the end of last week. I didn't have a chance to get to it. And it deals with the debate among scientists as to how it is and how it became our destiny to have such large brains. When you look at other species of animals compared to the size of our body, our brain is quite large. The question becomes, how did that happen? And there is one group of experts that contend that when our ancient ancestors began to eat meat of one sort or another, whether it was from land or sea, that inspired the evolution of a larger brain. And they still debate and struggle with trying to come up with, reasonable theories, hypotheses, and theories, and then data to support those hypotheses and theories. How we evolve such large brains, they said, is one of the most puzzling issues in the study of human evolution. It really, our brain distinguishes us from other species. Well, there's this new study now contending that it was carbohydrate consumption, particularly starches, that was essential for the accelerated development and expansion of the human brain over the last 1,000,000 years. Now, they contend in the article that eating meat could have served as a trigger or a kickstart, if you will, to the evolution of bigger brains, but it took cooked starchy foods together with more salivary amylase genes to get people with bigger brains and hence make us smarter. And I keep saying this, and it's an obvious point. There are only 3 macronutrients, for heaven's sake: protein, carbohydrate, and fat. All 3 are fundamental and vital to our health and have been fundamental and vital to our evolution. And what we know is that people living in certain regions, people living near water, bodies of water where they had access to sea life, to eat the fish and other sea life, brains develop bigger and better. I'm just saying. So now in this article, they're contending that although it's widely accepted that brain size increases is linked to changes in the diet over the last 3,000,000 years, and increases in meat consumption and the development of cooking played a particular role, it was also carbohydrate consumption, that in particular starches that were cooked, that tended to also contribute to larger brains. And these scientists, I think, are contending, reading between the lines, that it took the carbohydrate consumption in the form of starches to really push to the ultimate brain size and the intelligence that we have.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind: develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Enzymatica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So in a new study published in the Quarterly Review of Biology, a Dr. Karen Hardy and her colleagues gather some evidence from archaeology, anthropology, genetics, physiology, anatomy, and they make the argument that it was carbohydrate consumption over the last million years with our ancestors, particularly in the form of starches, that was fundamental and critical for the accelerated expansion of the human brain, as I say, over the last million years. And that co-evolved both with copy number variation, they said, of salivary amylase genes. Salivary amylase is an enzyme. And controlled fire used for cooking. This is fascinating stuff. And this is why some of these diets that seek to abolish carbohydrate completely is lunacy. You need carbohydrate. Listen, when you listen to the argument that Dr. Hardy and her team makes for the case that was dietary carbohydrate being essential for the evolution of modern big-brained humans, it starts to make sense why you need carbohydrate. For example, they point out in their argument that the brain uses up to 25% of the body's energy budget. That is your calories, energy equals calories, and up to 60% of blood glucose. The brain is a big energy power user, and rightfully so. It's working all the time. It does not get a day off. It doesn't get a nanosecond off. Now, it is possible for glucose to be synthesized, but it is not the most efficient way, and these high glucose demands the brain has is not going to be met with a low carbohydrate diet. I've been saying this for a long time. They also make the point that carbohydrate was important in our evolution because human pregnancy and lactation place additional demands on the body's glucose budget, and they said low maternal blood glucose levels compromise the health of both the mother and her offspring. So if not enough carbohydrate, as we were evolving over the past million years, the fetus would not develop in ways that would lead to, ultimately, a more robust and healthy central nervous system, which would include the brain. And you needed the carbohydrate to meet those energy demands of pregnancy and lactation, and you still have to have the energy to run the brain. So you needed carbohydrate. You're not going to get enough energy supply from protein and fat. And or at least not get it efficiently and not get it and quickly and essentially as you can from eating complex carbohydrate, especially starches. Another point that they make about why carbohydrate consumption in the form of starches led to a bigger brain is that starches would have been readily available, they said, Dr. Hardy said, to ancestral human populations in the form of tubers, as well as in seeds and some fruits and some nuts. You know, tubers, roots, and whatnot. Fourth point that Dr. Hardy and her team make is that it is true starches are poorly digested in humans, and you need to cook them so that they lose that sort of crystalline structure and become more easily digestible. That's why she argues that when fire was invented, when we discovered how to make fire and then cook food, that the cooking of these carbohydrate, these starches, made that food more nutritionally meaningful to our evolution. Another point that they make, salivary amylase. When you start to eat, when you put a carbohydrate into your mouth, you have salivary amylase. The amylase is already in the mouth. Now, amylase will be picked up later in the digestive process, but it begins right away in your mouth. That's why it's important to chew your food. These enzymes will help digest the food. No enzymes, no digestion. But the salivary amylase genes are usually present in many copies, an average about 6 in humans, but only 2 copies in other primates. We have a lot of salivary amylase for good reason, because we need a lot of carbohydrate. Nature is remarkable in its architecture. The genius of nature is it's stunning. And the more over the years, the more I've studied, the more courses I've taken, the more I've moved into, trying to learn more and more, the more remarkable it becomes. I'm never unamazed. I'm just overwhelmed with the beauty of it all and how it all comes together and works. But the body, by design, the nature knew that the body, humans needed more carbs, gave it more salivary amylase to digest those carbs, particularly the starches. So it's just amazing. I don't know. Maybe to others that's so obvious and they just think it's a minor point. To me, I think it's rather astonishing. So Dr. Hardy proposes that after cooking became widespread, the coevolution of cooking and higher copy number of salivary amylase genes increased the availability, she said, of preformed dietary glucose to the brain and fetus, which in turn permitted the acceleration in brain size increase, which occurred from about 800,000 years ago onward. Read Michael Crawford's book. I'll tell you a little bit about that, about his book when we come back. And Dr. Crawford has an interesting, the book has been around a long time, and I've mentioned him a number of times on the show. He's just such a famous scientist. We come back, I'll mention a book, give you the title, and I highly recommend it as reading. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. 877-897-8255. I'm looking up here at the screen. There's a giant screen in the studio. You can't see it, of course. I don't know if Josh can throw a camera on me on the air with the camera. Can you do that? Take me off? Or no, you can't. There you go. That's the screen. It's a very big screen, and the folks back at the office in the marketing department revamped the frame for the video of the show, for the taping of the show. It looks very nice. Congratulations. Appreciate it if they're listening. We'll be back. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, where your health is your wealth, and you can take charge of your health.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning into the show today. And we're off, start of another week here on Let's Talk Nutrition. And I'm glad that you were able to tune us in and start your week off with us. We're glad to be with you, start our week off with you. And wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show is syndicated across the United States. I don't know, we're about, 30 different markets now or so, and it keeps growing. And thanks to you. We appreciate your support and listenership. And we invite you to always call the show or to send me an email at Dr. Garko at Let's Talk Nutrition. You can call the show anytime you want, 877-897-8255, and talk about what's on your mind relative to what we're talking about, perhaps. Maybe some experience you have with what we're discussing, or something you read, or some story you'd like to tell, or even if it's off topic, that's okay as well. And I was reporting on, in the first part of the show, this new study about how critical it is to manage your inflammation to reduce chronic disease risk. That's not breaking news, but it yet is another piece of evidence to support that point of view, the one that I've held for a long time, and that is manage the inflammation and you will age more successfully. That is, you will have better quality of life and all that means. And then I was talking about this new study where the Dr. Hardy and her co-researchers published a study in the Quarterly Review of Biology, where they brought together archaeological, anthropological, genetic, and physiological, as well as anatomical data. They were busy to argue and to make the assertion that carbohydrate consumption, particularly the consumption of starches, was fundamental for the accelerated expansion of the human brain over the last 1,000,000 years, along with the co-evolutionary phenomena of having more salivary amylase genes, copy number variation, and controlled use of fire for cooking, because starches are hard to digest. Even though you have salivary amylase and amylase generally, these enzymes in the body to digest this type of carbohydrate, it requires cooking. They require cooking, and amylase can even do a better job. So the confluence of all these factors, they're arguing over the last 800,000 to 1,000,000 years, really contributed to the expansion of the brain. Now, Dr. Hardy would contend also that consumption of meat was also important. In particular, probably she would argue fish. So I talked about that in the first part of the show. By the way, all the shows are on demand at letstalknutrition.com. The video is right on the homepage. The audio can be found under a link right on the top left-hand side in a banner called Show Schedule. 877-897-8255. To make the point about the importance of evolution, I alluded to Michael Crawford's book. I highly recommend it. You can go on Amazon and buy it cheaply. And the book is entitled The Driving Force: Food, Evolution, and the Future. The book was published a while back. Nevertheless, I found it to be one of the more influential books that I have read over the years, where Dr. Crawford examines how food played in his mind, a determining or driving force role in the way we developed, and how nutrition shapes the future of life on Earth. And Dr. Crawford draws a link between poor nutrition and modern degenerative diseases. And it's just amazing the way he sketches it out. The man is brilliant. And, the book is, it does take a little bit. It's well written. It's not as smooth a read as you would probably like it to be, but it's manageable and comprehensible and understandable. And he also takes a look in the book at the effect of farming methods on the physiology of humans' food animals. In a real sense, Dr. Crawford, in his book, Michael Crawford, is challenging Darwin. And Darwin saying it was natural selection. And Crawford is arguing it was food that was driving evolution in concert with natural selection and other elements. When you start to think about it that way, food sort of takes on a different meaning. There's a line in his book where he says, quote, "Food is not just food," close quote. What he intends it to mean in that context in which he cites it, I don't have the book here. It's on I have 2 copies of it sitting on my shelf at home, but on that page, I recall he's trying to draw a distinction among different kinds, that the quality of food is not equal. But food is not just food, has other meanings. For me, food is not just food means to me that food is not just to be consumed so you don't die, survival, although it's fundamental to that. But food serves many other purposes. It serves ritualistic purposes, ritual. We use food for all sorts of celebration, right, and rituals and whatnot. Food, our relationship with food is directly linked to, can I put this? Our relationship with food ends up crafting, if you will, not only our physical well-being, but our psychological well-being. And that psychologically, we typically don't talk about it this way, but our psychological relationship with food is very complicated. Can lead to all sorts of good things, but can lead to all sorts of unhealthy and negative things. Not just overeating, but certain disorders. Anorexia nervosa, bulimia, and so on. So food is not just food, means to me that it is implicated not with just our physiology, but with our psychology. And food is not just food in the sense that food serves different purposes in different cultures. And food has different meaning, oftentimes, in different cultures. Although, at times, there is some sort of seemingly universal meaning of food across cultures, beyond, the obvious, which is survival. So food is not just food. That is for sure. That's one line out of that book. It was when I read it. I remember the day I read it, and I sat there for the longest time thinking about that. And I knew what he meant by it. Dr. Crawford meant by it in the text, in the book, and in the context of the conversation he was having in that part of the book. But then I thought about it more and more, and I've used that line many times on this show, that food is not just food, and that our relationship with food is driven by what we eat, when we eat, where we eat, with whom we eat, and so on, and the culture in which all that takes place. I'll be back.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you again, always. And there was a story trending today that I caught my eye, and was dealing with the thymus gland. I'll bet neither of you guys know where the thymus gland is located, right? Although if I asked you where the carburetor in your automobile is, you could tell me that. Transmission, you could tell me that.
I couldn't.
I could.
Right? You can ask somebody about some appliance or some part in the car. People can ask them about certain aspects of the human body. Thymus gland? We have one of those? Yes, we do. I'll explain why this becomes important.
I'm all ears.
Okay. Well, it's not located where your ears are. I can tell you that.
Good.
If so, we'll alert the media because you are now a biological freak.
Well, you kind of already are.
I know you are. That voice you hear is Josh. That's my producer, does the streaming of the show. He's not a biological freak. Just joking. The thymus gland is the main organ of your lymphatic system. You're thinking, alert the media on that one. No breaking news there. No breaking news there. Where the breaking news is that your thymus gland shrinks rapidly as you age. Okay? Now maybe I have a little bit of your attention. What if I said to you that if it starts to shrink at a pace and a rate that is unhealthy and too accelerated, it can put older individuals at greater risk for life-threatening infections? Oh, now I'm starting to understand. I'll tell you a little bit more about the thymus gland here in a second, anatomically speaking. This new study shows that as the thymus atrophies, that may stem from a decline in its ability to protect your DNA from being damaged from free radicals. What we know about aging is that once the DNA starts to get damaged, bad news. Risk for disease and all sorts of other complications and ultimately accelerated death. The damage to the thymus accelerates metabolic dysfunction in the thymus progressively and reduces its production of T cells, which are pathogen fighters. The thymus is a critical immune organ. It's critical to the immune system. It's part of the lymphatic system, but the immune system, they're working in tandem here. This was published in a journal called Cell Reports. And the punchline for the study, or the bottom line, is that as the thymus atrophies, that can stem from a decline then in the thymus's ability to protect you against DNA damage from free radicals. The damage then accelerates metabolic dysfunction in the organ, progressively reducing your production of pathogen-fighting T cells. There you have it. And a Dr. Howard Petrie of the Scripps Research Institute said, quote, "The thymus ages more rapidly than any other tissue in the body, diminishing the ability of older individuals to respond to new immunologic challenges, including evolving pathogens and the vaccines that may otherwise offer protection from them." Dr. Petrie said, "We provide for the first time a mechanistic link between antioxidants, and normal immune function, opening new avenues, he said, for potential treatment strategies that could improve immune defenses in the aging population, close quote. And some of you probably have this experience with friends and relatives for whom you are a caregiver. As you notice, as they get older, their ability to fight off infection, they become, for example, the incidence of pneumonia among the elderly, very prominent, and other kinds of infections. One may ask, why is it that they're becoming so prone? It's because their immune system is failing them. Specifically, in this case, it's the thymus gland that has been atrophying all along and is now unable to mount some T-cell defense against these free radicals that are damaging the cells, tissues, and organs and exacerbating the health and the disease of the person. So now that they know that, they're talking about, well, what interventions can we mount to sort of slow down this destruction or atrophying of the thymus. And what's interesting, it's not as if the thymus waits a long time to start atrophying, but starts around the time of puberty. The thymus gland rapidly decreases in size and begins to lose its capacity to produce enough T cells, which are fundamental to fighting infection. So antioxidants then become critical. And obviously, we would like to get our antioxidants from the food we eat, vegetables and fruits and so on. But sometimes, people, their diet is many times is not what it should be. It's not up to nutritional par, and therefore may need to take supplements to help with that. We come back, I want to share with you some insights into supplement use and the diet supplement consumer. That would be you.
Are you
looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine, for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
way to boost.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Renew Life, the digestive care company. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever, however, you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. Visit my website at letstalknutrition.com and also visit the LTN Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Let's Talk Nutrition. And, of course, on Twitter, LTN Radio. 877-897-8255. I was alluding to dietary supplementation from that last story. They were suggesting that antioxidants will help moderate, slow down the atrophy of the thymus gland as we age. Well, that assumes that you're getting enough antioxidants from your diet. You're eating fruits, vegetables, and other foods that will indeed contribute the necessary antioxidants. Well, we know that the diet is woefully inadequate here in the United States, for example, in those kinds of foods. So what's the alternative? The alternative is dietary supplementation. We talk a lot about that around here, and for good reason. So I'm going to be writing a series on dietary supplements. Just want to give you a sense of the prevalence and maybe even practice of dietary supplement use among the U.S. population. See if I can lay this out for you so we start to get a sense of this. I'm going to write this series. I don't know how many parts there'll be to it, I'm in the early stages of mapping it out. But I know this, that daily use of dietary supplements has evolved in an exponential fashion that few people would have predicted when Dr. Royal Lee founded a company called Standard Process back in 1929 and began the commercial sale of dietary supplements. That company is still around, by the way, Standard Process, as I understand it. Today, the dietary supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar annual business with tens of millions of Americans taking dietary supplements on a daily basis. In this series that I'm going to write, I'm certainly going to talk, first part of the series, I'm going to talk about the prevalence, and I'll share some of that with you today. The prevalence of dietary supplement use. I think you'll be surprised. Maybe not. But upcoming articles will address some of the myths and misconceptions associated with dietary supplements. I'll talk about why it's important to take supplements, how or in what ways dietary supplements contribute to health, wellness, and well-being, and then guidelines for taking dietary supplements, among other important issues related to the use, manufacture, sale, and regulation of dietary supplements. Make no mistake about it, there are more than a few people who think that taking dietary supplements does nothing but create expensive waste matter. That's what they believe, that you're wasting your time and wasting your money. I don't subscribe to that perspective. I think it's an uninformed perspective, and there is an abundance of scientific support to support the notion that dietary supplements can play a very important role in helping people to create, sustain, or reclaim their health. That's not to say either, though, that dietary supplements are the end-all and be-all, and that they serve that people can commit all sorts of lifestyle and nutritional violations, and just as long as they're taking their supplements, they'll negate all of that damage. No, I'm afraid not. And nor do supplements serve to supplant the day-to-day diet. They're intended to supplement the day-to-day diet. Now, in the first article, I'll talk about, I think we should first understand what is a dietary supplement and what is it not. This is an important point and creates all sorts of confusion and consternation among people. And so as not to add then to this already confusing and sometimes controversial conversation on dietary supplements, it's important for us to have a clear and concise description of what exactly a dietary supplement is and is not. Now, as it is defined by the United States Congress in the 1994 Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, called DSHEA, a dietary supplement is a product other than tobacco that, 1, is intended to supplement the diet, 2, contains one or more dietary ingredients, including vitamins, mineral, herbs, or other botanicals, amino acids, and other substances, or their constituents. 3, is intended to be taken by mouth as a pill, capsule, tablet, or liquid. And 4, is labeled on the front panel as being a dietary supplement. That's what the law says. That's what the DSHEA says. The Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act of 1994. And for those who think that dietary supplements are not regulated, go talk to the people at the FDA and the FTC. Dietary supplements are regulated by the FDA and the Federal Trade Commission. I'll talk about that on other shows, not today. It is important to remember that dietary supplements, as described and defined in this Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, are considered a category of food. They are deemed to be products intended to supplement a person's day-to-day diet. And according to the FDA, dietary supplements are not drugs. Hence, they are subject to different regulations than drugs are. And furthermore, supplements are not intended, therefore, to treat, diagnose, mitigate, prevent, or cure any disease. Period. You hear that disclaimer all the time. And so much confusion gets thrown into the mix when we're talking about this. When I come back, I'll have the LTN health question of the day, which will deal with, and I didn't give the answer today, which is typically I do, but today I have not. And I'm going to ask the question, what % of the population consumes or takes dietary supplements? That will be the question. Come back, we'll ask that question. We'll see if somebody can get the right answer and win a $25 supplement gift card. The prevalence of dietary supplement consumption is pretty remarkable, given where it's all, the commercial sale of supplements beginning somewhere around the early part of the 20th century, 1920s, with Standard Process, that company. Where we are now, man, multi-billion-dollar business.
Aloha, I'm with pro triathlete Tim Marr. Tim, why is Bioastin an important part of your training?
Bioastin is the strongest natural antioxidant fighting inflammation associated with hard training. It helps me get up day to day and put in the hard work without feeling sore and fatigued. I bounce back quicker and stronger. It also helps fight the elements from sun exposure, which is unavoidable when training for a triathlon.
Thanks, Tim. Make Bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today. Aloha, Tim Marr. As a professional triathlete, training is important. How does Bioastin help?
In triathlons, the last leg is always the run, which creates extra stress in the body because of all the tired pounding on pavement. Bioastin's main ingredient is astaxanthin, which fights free radical damage in the body while fighting oxidation. With high volume and long hours of training, recovery is such an important aspect, and Bioastin helps me achieve a top-level performance.
Thanks, Tim. Make Bioastin a part of your active and healthy lifestyle today.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Michael Garko. Did you know that over 20 million people in the United States suffer from some form of joint pain? If you have joint or muscle pain, Flexin can help. Good joints are an essential part of everyday life, and the lack of healthy joints can prevent you from enjoying daily activities and rob you of a better quality of life. Flexin is specially formulated with CM8 to provide the pain relief and support your joints need. Flexin CM8 is designed to lubricate your joints and muscles while reducing inflammation and supporting stronger cartilage. Flexin isn't just another glucosamine supplement, it's much more. Its extraordinary formula is composed of powerful ingredients and a special blend of enzymes that make digestion and absorption fast and easy, with results in as little as 1 week. So if you want to enjoy everyday activities again and improve your quality of life, look no further than Flexin. For more information, call 1-800-NPAIN. That's 1-800-NPAIN, or visit your local fine health food store and pick up a bottle of Flexin today.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Canavest, from seed to shelf. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. NZ Medica, the enzyme experts. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And every day around this time, we have the LTN health question of the day. Today's no exception. And here's the question. The Council for Responsible Nutrition, CRN, not long ago, a recent survey back in 2014, last year, did a survey on dietary supplement consumption. And I'll tell you in detail a little bit about it. And the data from that study, the findings, along with findings from another study by the government, I'll report on in the first article in a series on dietary supplementation that I'm going to write. But the question for today is this. According to the Council for Responsible Nutrition survey, what percent of U.S. adults take dietary supplements? What percent of adults report that they take dietary supplements? 48%, 58%, or 68%? What percent of U.S. adults report that they take dietary supplements? 48%? 58% or 68%? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. In the there have been a couple of at least a couple of surveys for sure on dietary supplement use in this country. And some of them get very specialized. They'll just look at herbs and they'll look at specialty items and so on. Nevertheless, the two surveys that I relied upon in the first article that I'm going to write in this series on dietary supplements is one from the government and the National Center for Health Statistics, where they covered 3 time periods, 1988 to 1994, 1990 to 2000, 2002 to 2006. And they looked at what that's called the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey data, which is important data. I'll report that, and then I'll also report on the Council for Responsible Nutrition. Turns out that there is some conflict between the two. And let's go to Oldsmar. Kirit, how are you today?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine. So what percent of adults in the United States take dietary supplements? 40, according to this Council for Responsible Nutrition. 48, 58, or 68%?
I'm guessing 68.
Good guess. 68%. What's interesting, in the government survey, they had it at 42%. U.S. adults 20 years of age and older. So the CRN study has it considerably higher, and they argue that their survey is more accurate. So 68%, that's a lot of people. That's better than 2/3 of the population. Do you take supplements?
Yes, I do.
How long have you taken them?
A long time.
20 years?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how did you start? What caused you to start taking them?
Because I think we don't eat good food nowadays, and so you need some vitamins. So I take vitamins and minerals. I take vitamin D, which is also helpful. I take the cinnamon capsules, which helps me with my sugar. So I take few of them.
I see. So you're taking them for, you have, in your mind, you have a specific reason or reasons or purpose why you're taking them, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's a good way to approach it. I'll talk about that in the future. You know, sometimes people take supplements, and I often wonder, do they really know why they're taking any particular supplement? But you won a $25 gift card today. In fact, it's a supplement gift card. How about that?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Kirt, for listening to the show. So 68% of U.S. adults report taking dietary supplements. This is according to the Council for Responsible Nutrition survey that they did last year. Of that total, there are some gender differences. 71% of U.S. adult women take dietary supplements, and 65% of U.S. adult men take dietary supplements. So more women than men take dietary supplements. That's interesting. And a further breakdown, they found that 75% of U.S. adults who are 55 years of age and older take dietary supplements. 75%. And in terms of regions, 73% of U.S. adults in the Western U.S. take dietary supplements. 73% in the western part of the country. 69% in the South say that they take supplements. 63% in the Northeast say they take supplements, and 67% in the Midwest say they take supplements. And 73%, which is the highest, say that they take supplements there, those folks living out west. More women than men take supplements. Interesting, people that have college degrees, 72% of them take supplements, whereas people with no college degrees, 67%, take supplements. I'll share more with you about dietary supplements from these different surveys. The first article that I'll write will deal with prevalence. In other words, how common is the use of dietary supplements? As you can see, it's quite common. 68% in the CRN survey, Council for Responsible Nutrition. 68% of U.S. adults report taking dietary supplements. Man, there was 310 million or so people in the country. So, and I think sometimes people take supplements for the right reasons, and sometimes I think they take them for the wrong reasons, and sometimes I think people take them because They don't even know why they're taking them. They're just taking them because they think, I don't know what they're thinking. When you ask them, why do you take this supplement? I have clients, why are you taking that supplement? I forget. You're still taking it. How long are you taking it? I've taken it a long time, but why are you taking it? I'm not sure. What? Okay. Nevertheless, we'll talk more about dietary supplements. I'm glad you could stop by today. I'm glad to have been here with you, and your health is your wealth.